Today we'll be looking at the idea of myth or Mithya. Our English definition of myth is an invented idea, story or concept, or an imaginary or fictitious thing. In the English-speaking world, the concept of myth has some connotation of falsehood or fiction. In the realm of yoga, myth or Mithya is taken to mean a subjective truth, expressed in stories, symbols, and rituals. Myth in Sanskrit means subjective truth, not the opposite of objective truth, but a finite expression of satya, which means truth that is infinite and cannot be reduced to words, stories, or symbols. So what does this mean? It means we all live in Mithya. We all live in our own subjective truth. We all live in our own reality. It's not falsehood or fiction. It is how we see life. Life expressed through our own self. In ancient Greece, myth was known as Mythos, which was taken to mean intuitive narratives as opposed to logos, which means reasonable deliberations. From logos arose science and mathematics. Logos explains how to launch a rocket, but logos doesn't explain why we want to launch the rocket in the first place. For that, we need mythos, stories. Our own individual stories are subjective truths. They are not invalidated because they are fiction or false. They are the perspectives of life witnessed by us. They are our whys. On the yoga mat, when someone asks me, when can I do a handstand? Or when will I be able to do such and such a pose? That is a difficult thing to answer. My story, my subjective truth is not the same as yours. In fact, while there may be general markers, it is hard to say if we can give an easy win solution in any circumstance because we are all different. We all witness our own subjective truths. In this day and age, when everything is KPIs and milestones, perhaps we need to embrace a new perspective, at least in our own personal lives. It's time to embrace the idea that we all are living our own subjective truths, and that we shouldn't compare our lives to others, and to have gratitude that we have a story, we have our own subjective truth. So as you move on the mat, whether in self-practice or virtually or in a studio, here's what I invite you to do. Embrace your story. Reflect on your own truth on the mat. And off the mat, perhaps spend some time in reflection to discover the essence of your story, your message, your why. That is your truth. That is what makes you uniquely you.